May I disturb you for a few moments? I would like to ask a couple of questions.
All right. I'm listening.
Here's your key back, Robert.
Oh, thanks. Have you found what you needed?
Yes, I have. Robert, do you know where I can get that film you gave me developed?
I only know of Murray in Willow Creek. I go to him myself when I need some pictures developed. He has a dark room in his pawn shop. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I remember that shop.
Try him.
I guess I should go there. I showed the picture we talked about yesterday to Victoria. She said she knew the man, that he had lived for some time near the castle. Are you sure you don't know who he is?
Let me see the picture again. I'm not quite certain, but he resembles one of my patients in the institution. It could possibly even be him. I do not see where this picture could have come from, though.
Maybe we can find out. Who could have brought a picture of some madman to the castle? And why? I must go now.
Right then. I'll return to my work.
Doctor, can I have a word with you?
Yes, all right.
Dr. Herman, Victoria told me you had William's personal belongings.
Yes, that is true.
I would like to see them.
Sure, I can show them to you when you come to the morgue tomorrow. I just do not have any idea what you are expecting.
Well, I must see them today. Can you help me?
Today? Well, all right. Maybe we could do it like this. I will send someone to the main gate with a parcel for you. Will that do?
Perfectly. What time will this person come?
I will send him as soon as I get back to the autopsy room. Let us say 7 o'clock?
I'll be waiting in front of the main gate at exactly 7 o'clock. It's very important. I hope the person is reliable.
Do not fear. He will be well paid. Settled?
Thank you, Doctor. At 7, I have to be in front of the gate. I'm glad to see this place again. William often took me here when I was just a little boy on the road. It's such a long time, but my memories are as clear as yesterday morning. How many years have I actually been away? It must be hundreds of years old. It seems to be on the verge of dying. The stairs for launching the boats. It will be easier to cross the river using the bridge. The stones of the steps are damp and slippery. A lot of filth is floating in it. Who could be throwing things in it? Willow Creek. That has been the name of the village since forever. Most willows have disappeared by now, though. It's locked. I don't know who lives there. How many times have I seen this sign? I'm not sure. Today's menu: roe deer on cream, wild boar shoulder, gamekeeper style. Harry's wife always did cook well. Maybe I'll have something later. It's full of dirty water. Maybe Harry puts it under the gutter when it's raining. It could use emptying. Clean towels from the kitchen, no doubt. Just laundry. Hi, what's your name?
I won't tell you that. I must not talk to strangers. My mum has forbidden me.
So, will you tell me your name if I tell you mine?
No, I don't know you. Have you got some sweets? Maybe some chocolate?
Would you like some sweets?
Sure, that would be great. Are they chocolate?
I don't really know. My name is Samuel Gordon. Will you tell me your name too?
Well, why not then? I'm Vic.
Do you know of anything interesting going on around here? I haven't been in this place in a very long time.
Probably not. Nothing much happens here. This village is terribly boring, you know.
I see.
Can I go play again?
Of course. Watch out for the windows.
Yeah, don't worry.
Vic, have you ever seen the man in this picture?
Let me see. No, I guess I haven't. I would have surely remembered that one. He looks pretty stupid. Why are you looking for him, Samuel? Are you related?
You had better watch your mouth.
Come on, that was just a joke.
An advertising poster. Harry has been collecting old posters like these. Good morning.
Hello, sir.
I haven't been here in a long time. What can you tell me about the manor?
Well, I'm not sure where to begin, but really, there isn't much in the way of news. Hold on. You seem familiar to me. Haven't we met at the winter feasts?
No, I don't think so.
But I do know you. See, I'm pretty good with faces. About last month during the vintage. Is that it?
Listen,
Yeah, I know. You probably owe me something and aren't comfortable with my having recognized you, right?
I owe you nothing, Harry.
Did you say Harry? Tom, this young lad here is calling me Harry, but he says he doesn't know me.
Don't let him annoy you, sir. He's been trying that on strangers for as long as I remember.
Is there a problem with the fact that I want me money back?
There wouldn't be any if you weren't making those debts up.
Bah! Indeed. You're the right one to say that. Should I show you your last month's bill?
Right, calm down. I was just advocating this young fellow here, because he's a stranger and he doesn't know those tricks of yours.
Okay, I've had enough. One more word and you're not getting a pint of water on credit. Or, let me tell you what. I'll pour you nothing until you pay off the whole debt.
Come on, Harry. Don't be a cheapskate.
Listen, if you let me finish, I'll tell you who I am.
Sounds great. I'm listening.
I am Samuel Gordon, the son of Randall Gordon, of Castle Blackmirror.
Why didn't you say so right away?
Well, I tried to, but you wouldn't actually let me speak.
Okay, well that gives things a nice twist. A Gordon is always welcome here. So, what can I get you? Today, we have smoked venison on the menu, along with a good staff beer.
No, thanks. Maybe later. I'd like to ask a couple of questions, though.
Oh, sure.
Harry, what's new in the village?
Things happen, but there isn't much news.
How should I understand that?
Well, I hear a lot of gossip, but nothing worth mentioning. You see, we all know one another here, so nothing's too interesting.
Maybe. That's going to change now.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it does.
Harry, until what time are you open?
Well, that depends, but usually late into the night. You see, I don't sleep much, and when I'm not doing something, I'm usually pretty bored.
But not many folks show up so late, do they?
I usually play cards with Tom here, or I play chess with myself.
Oh, you play chess?
I'd say I've learned to play well during all those long nights.
Let's play together sometime then.
Sure.
I remember William bringing me here.
Yup, so do I. He was a serious poker player, you know. Incredibly lucky with the cards. He would totally clear us out, but then he would return everything. Yeah, he was a nice bloke. That's a real shame he stopped coming here.
Why?
Who knows? We were all on good terms. But the last 6 months, he didn't show up once.
Well, it's a bit of a distance, and at his age.
Nah, I wouldn't say that was the reason. William was always a tough old gent. I'll tell you something, though. They say he wouldn't even come out of the castle, and instead locked himself away in the old tower to study some old volumes and stuff.
Where did you hear that?
Well, I told you, I hear things from time to time.
What else have you heard?
Nothing. But maybe Mark knows something. He used to help out in the manor garden.
Where can I find him?
He would normally be here by now, so he's probably not going to turn up today.
Never mind. I'll ask him some other time. As if William was hiding something. I have to know more about the last months of his life. Hello.
Hello?
How long have you been sitting here?
A few hours, I guess. Why do you want to know?
That's my way of saying hello, I guess.
Oh, okay. I've been here for 2 or 3 hours. I've got nothing to do today. Why don't you take a chair?
No, thank you. Maybe some other time. Tell me, is anything interesting going on in the village?
Here? No. In fact, I don't remember anything interesting ever happening around here. In Willow Creek, nothing ever changes.
I saw a fisherman on the shore on my way here. Do you know him?
Oh, Jim? Of course I know him. He's my uncle from my mother's side.
Is he always sitting there, fishing? He appears to have been sitting there the whole day.
Yeah, he's the most patient person I've ever known. He spends hours on that pier just sitting. I wouldn't last a single hour, you know.
How long have you owed Harry money?
That's my business, not yours. Or do you want to pay up for me?
Should I?
Well, I overheard your conversation about old Sir William.
Do you know anything that might be interesting to me?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. My memory is fogging up. It's probably the thirst, you know.
Oh, I see. I know where he's coming from. I'll pay off his debt, and then I'll ask again.
Changed your mind about the dinner? My Mary makes some wonderful meals. Everyone around here will tell you that.
I believe you. I'm just not hungry yet. I would like to ask a couple of questions, though.
Okay, feel free.
Will you change your mind about that debt of Tom's? It's partly my fault, you know.
I'd be glad to, but then he wouldn't pay it off next month either. They say he who doesn't pay should not drink.
Well, there is some truth to that. I have decided to pay off Tom's debt.
But why would you want to do that, Mr. Gordon?
I just want to. Could you sum it up?
Okay, well, as you wish. At £17.
All right. Here.
Well, I've no idea what Tom might have promised you, but you better not believe him.
That's none of your business. So what is his bill like now?
All clear.
Good.
What do you want from me?
I'd just like to ask about something.
All right.
I have done what you have asked. Now it's your turn.
Right, I heard you. I guess you have done me a good turn.
So what do you know about William?
I'll tell you what I've heard. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm listening.
People have said that from time to time, Sir William would go to the vicarage at night.
That's all? What's so strange about him going to church?
Nothing much, I'd guess, if it hadn't been late after midnight.
Oh, that is strange indeed.
Just ask the gravedigger or the vicar. They both saw him. But don't mention me if you decide to go see him. They needn't know that I told you anything.
Oh, thank you. I need to speak with Mark. You probably know each other.
Yeah, we've known each other for years, but he's not here today.
Do you know where he works? I would like to go see him.
Mark only works when he must. He hasn't got a permanent job. But try old Murray. Or Herman. He does something for both of them from time to time.
So, how's it going?
All right, I guess. Why don't you take a chair?
I'm a little short on time. Some other day, perhaps.
Never mind, I'm used to drinking alone.
KDM Transport Services. It's probably used for carrying beer kegs. Davison, William's friend and lawyer, lived here. He moved away a long time before Catherine died. He always said he wouldn't be able to do much around here as a lawyer. He decided to move to Berkeley with his family. I have not heard of him since. I have no clue as to who lives in Davison's house today. The old fish market. I remember when old Mr. Fenton died, there was no one to take care of the fish market. I don't know what is there now, and I'm not interested. "10 minutes to 2. The time is not correct. It probably doesn't work at all. It's broken. Private house. No one is answering. It has several small holes in its side. It's not likely used by anyone anymore. It has several small holes. It's not like... Old cardboard boxes, damp from the rain. This is probably where Murray throws out what he no longer needs. Murray buys and sells anything that brings him profit. The door is locked. There is a sign that reads, "I'll be right back, Murray." But who knows if it hasn't been hanging here for a week already. The lids are firmly shut. These are certainly still full of beer. The Black Bison, Harry's own production. Vic, have you seen Murray today? His shop is closed.
Why should I care about his shop?
Why? Is there a problem?
Well, that old man doesn't like me hanging around that shop of his. Or rather around those glass cases. I've got no idea what his problem is.
I may have one.
Oh, I do remember seeing him leave this morning.
Do you have an idea when he will be returning?
Judging by how he sharpened himself up, he must have gone into town. So he's probably not going to return before tomorrow. Oops!
What was that? What's this here? A ball? Vic! I know it was you, and I know you can hear me. Just you wait till I catch you. I'll beat you within an inch of your life. Ah, damn. Now I'll have to clean up all this mess.
I suspect Vic is not going to show up for a while.
What'll it be, sir?
I'd like to ask about something.
Sure, go ahead.
I came upon a closed pawn shop. Is it ever open?
Sure. Old Murray would never close the shop without a reason. He probably had to leave. Some business of his own, no doubt.
You don't speak well of him.
Not many do. Everyone knows he's an old sly boots. The only thing he cares about is cheating people in that old junk shop. But what would you expect from an old cheapskate?
Hello, sir. Will you sit down?
No, I really can't. Maybe some other time.
Never mind. I'm used to drinking alone. Later then.
See you. The Warm Hill Parish. The main entrance is closed and only opens on Sundays. I've got to use the side entrance. The church is locked. Good afternoon. Have you time for a little talk?
I never hurry anywhere, unlike everyone else around here.
I'm interested in learning about the parish and this cemetery. I think you're the right man to ask.
Maybe. I've been helping Father Frederick for many years now. I know the names on all the graves. What do you want to know?
Tell me, how old is this parish?
No one knows how old exactly, but this cemetery and church are much older than anything in the neighborhood. A long time ago, they used to bury heretics here. They say there's a system of corridors under the cemetery where the souls of the innocent wander looking for a way out. You know, I've seen quite a lot all these years here, but...
For instance?
Well, it was a long time ago, but some years back I heard something like the voice of a child in the distance. It was moaning and singing verses. At first I thought it was just an illusion, but then I could no longer contain my curiosity and went outside to have a look. I followed the sound of the voice, but the closer I got, the less audible the voice became.
Maybe it was just a child playing nearby.
2 hours after midnight? I don't think so. Plus, look around. There are graves far and wide. But that's past now. I have no idea what it was, and I do not want to know. I don't even know why I'm telling you this.
Have you heard the voice again, or anything similar?
I've already told you enough. Don't tell anyone about this. I don't want to look like an old fool.
You said you have known Father Frederick for many years. What can you tell me about him?
Father Frederick is the best man I know. He took me in when I was orphaned and raised me as his son. For that I will be grateful to him for the rest of my life, and I will be around to help him as long as I am able to. But if you want to talk to him, you will have to wait until he returns from the neighboring manor.
I see. Thanks. Tell me, what is your name actually?
Mine? No one calls me anything other than Gravedigger. Father Frederick's Gravedigger. And I don't mind if you have questions about it. It's true, anyway. And you are a Gordon, right?
Yes, Samuel Gordon.
So you're the grandson of old Mr. William?
Yes,
I saw you at the funeral.
of course. Did you know William?
No, not personally. I would see him from time to time, though. He used to go inside the church.
How often?
Not that often, but when he did show up, he was always in a hurry, as if he knew he didn't have much time left.
Did he ever speak with you?
No, I told you, I did not know him well.
But he would speak with Father Frederick, wouldn't he?
You will have to ask Father that yourself.
I will. Thanks. I've heard that you sometimes saw William come to the vicarage late at night. Is that true?
Who told you that?
That's not important. So is it true?
I don't care to talk about it. I don't want to look for problems.
Whatever you tell me will stay just between us.
It's not like I think I can trust you, but since you're a Gordon, I'll tell you what I've seen. Everyone who knew old Sir William thought he was a bit of a madman. Please don't get offended. And later, when he refused to see anyone, the gossip began floating about. I'm telling you this so that you know I'm not making up what I'm going to tell you next.
Go on.
I first saw him here some 6 months ago. I was sitting in my cabin, about to go to bed. I saw a light. It was someone approaching the church. In the 20 years that I've been working here, no one has ever come here this late. So I went outside to check out what was going on. I saw a figure concealed in a dark coat walking among the graves. He was looking for something, his head down to the ground.
Was it William?
At that moment I had no idea who it was. I couldn't see his face in the darkness. He spent some 20 minutes there, going round, mumbling something.
What was he saying?
Well, I observed him from a distance. It wasn't audible.
So what happened next?
The church door opened, and he made for it right away. I cautiously followed him. Father Frederick was standing in the doorway. It seemed as if he was expecting that person. It was only then I realized it was Sir William, because I was close enough to recognize his voice. He and the father had a long conversation then, and Sir William was waving his hands vigorously about during most of it. They finally went inside, and that is all I saw.
Do you know anything more?
I never stick my nose in other people's business.
Thanks for telling me this.
I only told you because you're Sir William's grandson. Now leave me alone. I have to finish my work here.
Why was William meeting with Father Frederick in the middle of the night? May I have a look inside the church?
You have to wait for Father Frederick to return. The church is going to stay locked until then.
But you can open it, can't you?
It doesn't matter. It's going to stay locked, as Father Frederick ordered.